And you're at Get League Game Boxing Gym, and I'm here now with the Welsh featherweight champion, Dai Davies. How's it going, Dai?
Alright, John, aye, good, thanks. Very good, to be honest with you.
Dai, can you tell us how you first got involved in boxing?
Well, I was about 11 years of age, I was. And I used to play football for local side, Goodness. And I always, wanted to get fit. So I started in a place in Merthyr called Pendarren Boxing Club, so I went down. It was on the old shack, it was. So I went in there, started, learning the ropes. And I just fell in love with it, and I started from there ever since. The training in the ring, I started sparring, and I just fell in love with it. I haven't looked back, to be honest with you.
Can you tell us about your amateur career? How many fights you had and what you achieved as an amateur?
I had 98 amateur fights, and I lost 10. And I won a few Welsh titles, with the Europeans, British title, national boys clubs. I done a bit amateur. I travelled, all over Europe. Yeah, it was good.
Did you enjoy the amateur days?
Yeah, it was. Well, it's a lot different now than what it was then. But there's all this lottery funding and stuff like that now. But it was only then just coming out when I was amateur. But yeah, it was good. Good memories.
How old was you when you turned pro, Dai?
I was 19 when I turned pro. And I just gone from there then.
Was you ready at the time, do you think?
Yeah, it was a bit corrupt, it was, because I beat the #1 in Britain, Darren Edwards. And then I went to the Europeans. Out of about 7 boys who went out there, I was the only Welsh boy to win 1 fight. And it was tough, And when I come back, because I wasn't lottery funded, they sent Darren Edwards to the other 2 qualifiers, so he didn't have a fair crack at the whip. Because I wasn't lottery funded, it was money at the time. So I said, that's it, and so I turned pro then.
Yeah.
So I always come over here with Dai, back in the amateur, sparring, with like Steve Robson, Robbie Regan, Darzo Williams and that, but they brought me on, through the years. And I just come over here then, because I knew Dai.
Have you been with Dai since you first turned pro?
Since I was 19 to now. We had good times, bad times. It's been great.
What's he like as a trainer?
He's good. He's good as gold. Heart of gold. Really, really good.
You've been in with some of the best in Britain. Who do you say is the best you've been in with?
Oh, it's hard to say who, there's a lot of good different styles. But obviously, if you look at the moment now, at the rising stars, Lee Selby. Yeah. He's shining, he's thing, but there's a lot of good fighters out there, at the time. But a lot of fights I had, I thought I should have won a lot of them. Going away on the own backyard and that, big ticket sellers. Many fights I thought, I should have won,
Yeah.
But my record don't speak to what it is, you know what I mean? I've lost a few, I've been stopped a few, but I've had a bad patch in my career, for about 2 years. I was fighting on art, but then, you wake up and think, well, do you want it or not? And I'll be honest with you, I haven't felt so good now. I'm 31. People say, oh, you're 31, you're getting old. Yeah, I've been up, I've been down. I've never avoided anybody. I fought whoever they put in front of me. Maybe it could be a good thing, maybe a bad thing, but I would never change it because I've learned so much off it. We only can put things right, you only can correct your mistakes, as I say, Yeah. It's a learning curve. I'd probably be 70 if I'm here, and I'd probably still learning something. So, yeah, just as the journey goes on, as I say.
You had a good win in your last fight. Who was you against?
It was against a boy, Andy Townsend, from up in Doncaster. Highly rated boy. I fought him a super feather. He was supposed to be in for a British Masters title, and it was all confirmed. But it goes up there, as I said, prepared hard, trained hard, focused, really up for the fight. Well, wins the fight, and wins it convincingly, to be honest with you. And they overruled it then, so, it's where you go, I don't know why they overruled it, but...
What was it like when you won that fight?
Oh, it was a big boost, it was, to be honest with you, because I fought Craig Woodruff just before Christmas then for the Super Featherweight Masters title, and I thought I was winning a fight, and he's a big boy. Obviously I stepped up out of my class again, and I thought I was winning a fight, and then he just caught me with a shot, and well, that was it. You know, so it was just one lucky punch and that was it. And it was lucky, but you know, it's the way it goes. But I've had so much, you know, I've been up, I've been down. It just, you know, the way it goes like.
What's the toughest fight you say you've been in, Dai?
Toughest fight?
You've had to really, you know, dig deep.
I think the toughest fight I had was, I think it was.
Couldn't have been that tough, if you can't remember it.
No, I know, but I've had a few fights. But like, you know, everyone's tough. But like you say, if you make them tough, I say the toughest fight overall was against. I'm trying to think now. Boy McDonald, Jamie McDonald. I had a draw, but he's fighting. He's been a world champion now.
Yeah.
And well, I had a draw up him, and it was tough. It was up in Doncaster. That was, but I thought I beat him, but that was earlier on in the career. But I had a draw against him. But now, if you look at it, he's gone on to win a world title now,
yeah.
And he's supposed to be fighting for another world title. So you think, well, it had to be with him over like I think it was over 8 rounds.
Yeah. You
know, as in, you know, a good scrap like.
Who's the biggest puncher you've been in with?
Well, the biggest puncher had to be, I think was Martin Lindsay. I got caught cold with him. I was winning a fight, and he looped the left hook. I didn't even see it coming. Well, all of a sudden I was just out. Good night, and you know, I don't remember nothing after that. But it was always a question that you know, could I have beat him? I watched him the other night, and I thought I'd like to have another crack at him, because it was always in my head thinking, well, what if I didn't get caught with that left hook? Like, how
was the fight going up until then?
Well, I thought it was in the 3rd round I got stopped, but I thought I won the first 2 until I got caught. But then again, the aim is don't get caught. But
yeah. What's your best moment in your career to date?
My best moment was, well, when I won my last Welsh title, the one I got now. I went to Chester and I took 70 Merthyr fans up there. Fair play to them, you know, travelling 3.5 hours all the way up there. And the support it was a sellout. But it was 70, yeah, the boy must have sold over 200, 300, maybe 400 tickets. The crowd from Merthyr, I meant that. They were in the corner. It was just so like it's just all the Merthyr fans, and you know, to go up there and win the Welsh title, which, you know, I thought I really wanted it, like, you know, and it was the 3rd Welsh title which I won. It was a big honour. I thought, well, to win 3 Welsh titles, not many people in Wales are going to say they won 3 Welsh titles. So, you know, considering I've been up and down, I've lost a few fights, not many people can say it, like, but that was one of the proudest moments. But I do think that is going to be more proudest moments, because I'm aiming to fight for a major title. I'm not looking past Robert Turley, but it's going to be a hell of a fight. But it's going to, well, I can't end now, and that's it, you know, especially in Merthyr, like.
You've been a pro now, Dai, for 13 years. Are you happy with your career and the way it's gone so far?
Yeah, I wouldn't change it. To be honest with you, well, with the losses I've had, and like I had a period for 2 years going, you know, a bit offshore, like, obviously I wasn't happy with that. But you know, I love the game. Yeah, it's a business, you get paid for it, you know, when people say, oh, you get paid for something you love doing, fair enough, you know, but it's not about money. I've always given myself a goal, you know, to fight for a title, and that's what I want to do, because I don't want to be there now in like another 20 years saying to my grandchildren and my, you know, my kids and that, oh, I should have done this, or I should have done that. You know, you gotta grasp everything with his hands, like, you know, and take the opportunities.
Yeah.
You know, so Well, you know, that's what it is like.
You're 31, Dai. How many years do you think you got left in boxing?
Well, as old as I feel, to be honest with you. I think, well, I can't give a date, I can't say how long, but at the moment, I'm enjoying it just as I started off. I think I've been reborn, to be honest with you. It's like if I've had a second life in it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I feel great, I feel fit, I feel sharp, honest, I feel experienced. It's like if I'm rewriting it now, and that's, well, I've got in my head now, I think starting all over again, you know, to fulfill my dream, like, and yeah, I feel great.
If you could go back to the start of your career, would you do things different?
I would change a few things, yeah, to be honest with you. I wouldn't take so many short notice fights, you know, which, you know, is standard, build yourself up to get a major fight, but I couldn't change it because all the hard fights I've had, all the boys I've been in with, you know, alright, I've given a lot of them a few, I've been stopped a few times, you know, I've stopped one or two, you know, but I wouldn't change it because it's all experience, and you can't beat experience, you know. You can be, well, super fit, big puncher, but you know, you've got to have experience as well, like,
yeah.
You know.
Can you tell us about your daily routine regarding training?
Every day is get up in the morning, go for a run about 5 o'clock, get ready for work again, 8, go and do an 8-hour shift on the scaffolding, get ready in for training, come over here, do a 3-hour session, go home, go to bed every day. You know, I mix it up, do a couple of circuit training, you know, one day off, you know, do circuits in the middle like a Wednesday, but I always hit big hills on the Sundays every other day, or you know, mix it up like sparring every other day. You know, it's every day working, training, old school.
What's your favourite part about training?
Everything. It's just adrenaline coming in, yeah. Just, you know, keeping yourself active, learning, teaching kids, you know, everything. Yeah. It's just boxing. It's been a good thing to me because, you know, the younger days, like, it's kept me on track. I see a lot of my buddies, you know, hitting a bad patch, hitting the wrong road. It's always kept me, you know, on the right track. Like, you know, it's just been my life, to be honest with you. Apart from my family and my kids and all, like, you know.
You in the gym, Dai, whether or not you got a fight coming up?
Well, if I don't need to now, every little bit of time I have, when I'm training or not, I try and spend with my family, you know, have their time, like. But otherwise, I always been in the gym all the time, yeah. You know, all the time.
Do you struggle to make a weight at all?
Never. No, my weight is great. You know, well, I eat what I want. I'm probably on about 5 over now. Yeah. Anything. I'm probably gonna have a Chinese kebab, anything. I don't take any supplements or any nutrition stuff. I just natural. You know, I just cut out, eat, you know, bit of salads, you know, carbs, pork, chicken. Just, you know, maybe the last week and a half before the fight. I don't wear sweatsuits unless, you know, it's real, you know, real need for it. But 9 stone no.
Before a fight, do you try and study your opponents?
I always study my opponents, always looking, you know, for openings, where their weaknesses, you know, learning different things, you know, to try and break them down, or, you know, how you do anything to win a fight. If I win a fight on a job, I'll just throw the job on, like, you know, whatever it takes to win. If I think when I'm in a fight, as soon as I settle and I think, well, this boy's just open for a right hand, I'll just throw a right hand. There's no need to change it, you know, unless you go to, you know, you win, like anybody say, you go out, you prepare, you go out there to win, and you do anything to win. You know, as long as you get a win, you know what I mean? You can't do no more now, as long as you train hard. You know, if your prep's gone great, you trained hard, you up for it, mentally right, well, you know, when I'm like that, I'll take some beating. I know I will.
How many fights you open to have this year?
Well, to be honest with you, this will be my second one. Well, like you say, everything go triumph on this. Well, I'm looking for something bigger again, to be honest with you. So, well, to be honest with you, I say, well, I can't answer that question because I've been get for it. If they say, oh, there's a fight next week, and I'm fit and ready. If I'm hungry for it, I would have took the fight. But at the moment, now I'm steady. We'll just ride every fight as it comes. Maybe have another 1 or 2, and then see how it goes then.
Yeah. A massive fight coming up next weekend. rematch, Frock and Groves. Who do you think will win?
Ooh, that's a... People say, Ian, that they think the same outcome is going to come. I don't. I fancy Groves or boxing, to be honest with you. I imagine the younger opponent, because, well, Froch have had his time now. I think it's just time for someone else to come in and think. And I think when Groves boxed him last time, he shocked a few people. People didn't like him or whatever, but he turned the crowd and got him on his side, and you know, he said what he was going to do.
Yeah.
He said, you know, he backed it up, and I give him credit for that as the underdog, and I've always been the underdog, so, you know, we never write the underdog off, because in boxing, one punch will make you, one punch will break you. But me, I say, I'm going to go for Groves, I think.
What fashion?
Oh, well, I'd say, I think it will be a stoppage. Yeah, I think, stop him, I think.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he'll outbox him, but beat him on points. But I think it will be a stoppage. If my prediction's right.
How can boxing fans follow your progress?
Well, they go on Facebook, Twitter.
What's your name on Twitter?
Dai Davies Boxing,
Dai Davies Boxing.
Yeah. And then on Facebook, and Dai Davies Twitters.
Before we go, Dai, have you got any final words?
No, I'm just looking forward to this fight now. I appreciate the opportunity to be fighting in Merthyr. Defending my title. It's like a dream fight for me. So just hope to, make sure everybody comes and supports us, and we won't let them down. It'll be a good fight, be an entertaining night. They have their money's worth, and I appreciate it if they come.
Any sponsors? Yeah,
I'd like to thank Ethiopia Building Construction for sponsoring me. Thank you very much anyway, John Hughes. Cheers. Alright,
well, thanks for taking time out and talking to me today. All the best for your next upcoming fight, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon.
Cheers, John. Thank you for the opportunity to do something like this anyway. Thank you, bud. Thank you.
Welcome, thank you.
Cheers, ta.